Let's dive into the wild ride that was Peter O'Neill's time as Prime Minister of Papua New Guinea. This guy was a political bulldozer, a Highlands hustler who ran the show from 2011 to 2019, leaving a legacy that's equal parts chaos, swagger, and what the hell just happened. He's the kind of leader who makes you laugh, cringe, and tip your hat all at once. PNG's own political tornado, tearing through the status quo with a grin and a questionable checkbook. Here's the no-holds-barred scoop on O'Neill, and the mark he left on the land of the unexpected. Peter Charles Père O'Neill rolled into existence on February 13, 1965, in Pangaea, Southern Highlands. A mixed-blood kid with an Irish-Australian dad, a magistrate who'd been kicking around PNG since 1949, and a local mom. Raised between his mom's village and his dad's Goroka hideout, he soaked up the gritty Highlands vibe intertwined with foreign perception. He obtained a commerce degree from the University of Papua New Guinea, followed by an accounting honors gig. By 1989, he was a certified number cruncher, even snagging the presidency of PNG's accountant crew. Before politics, he was a businessman, partner in an accounting firm, chairing boards like the PNG Banking Corporation, stacking cash and making connections. He jumped into the political arena in 2002, winning the Yalabu Pangaea seat under Sir Michael Somare's wing. But O'Neill wasn't here to play sidekick. By 2004, he was leading the opposition, and in 2011, he pulled off an unprecedented move that still has people talking. Somare was out of commission, recovering from surgery in Singapore, and O'Neill saw his shot, or a pressing need for change. He rallied Parliament, got himself voted into the country's top CEO post with 70 of 94 votes, and kicked off what has now become the 2011 to 2012 political impasse in PNG political history. Somare claiming the throne from a hospital bed, the Supreme Court backing him, and O'Neill just shrugging like, nah, I've got the numbers added on to the fact that Somare had missed 3 consecutive parliament sittings. In the 2012 national elections, O'Neill's People's National Congress, or PNC, crushed it with 27 seats, building a coalition so fat it had 3 rival ex-PMs, including Somare, Pius Wingti, and Sir Julius Chan, eating out of his hand in Alotau. Messy, loud, and unapologetic. O'Neill's 8 years in charge were a roller coaster of ambition and controversy. Domestically, he threw money at infrastructure, roads, airports, power plants, trying to drag PNG into the modern age. The Highlands Highway got a facelift, and he pushed resource projects like PNG LNG to pump cash into the economy. He didn't talk a big game about stability and prosperity, but walked the white line, and for a while it looked like he would pull it off. Re-elected in 2017 with 60 votes to 46, he became the second prime minister in PNG history to finish a full term and get re-elected. A rare feat in PNG's circus politics, but the shine wore off fast. The scandals piled up like a car wreck you can't look away from. The UBS loan saga, a $1.3 billion deal to buy oil search shares, whispered of backroom shenanigans, with critics screaming, it broke every rule in the book. Then there's the Paraka legal fees mess, where $30 million allegedly got funneled to a law firm, landing an arrest warrant on O'Neill's desk in 2014. He dodged it like a pro, disbanding task forces, firing cops, suing everyone in sight. Corruption watchdog Transparency International ranked PNG a cesspool, and O'Neill's anti-corruption task force felt more like a PR stunt than a fix. By 2019, the wheels were off. His coalition started cracking. Ministers bailed, MPs jumped ship, and even loyalists like James Marape, his finance guy, flipped to the middle benches. Students rioted, cops clashed, and Parliament turned into an old Roman Colosseum. O'Neill tried adjourning sessions, stalling no-confidence votes, But when his United Resources Party allies ditched him on May 24, 2019, he was toast. 2 days later, he quit, handing the reins to Sir Julius Chan, and walked away with 48 MPs still clapping for him. Parliament had other plans. Marape took over, and O'Neill's reign was done. But he didn't fade quietly. Cops slapped another arrest warrant on him in October 2019 for official corruption, and nabbed him in May 2020 over a no-tender, no-National Executive Council approval, $14 million generator score from Israel. O'Neill called it a political hit job, pointing fingers at the government, and beat the rap with bail and quarantine at home. He roared back in 2022, winning the Yalabu Pangia seat in a landslide. First round, no runoff, a PNG rarity, proving the constituents still loved their Wairu king. To his fans, he's the guy who put PNG on the map. APEC, highways, big dreams. He stared down Somare, survived a constitutional crisis, and kept the economy chugging despite global dips. Scott Morrison, former Australian Prime Minister, once called him a passionate servant, and he's got a point. O'Neill bled ambition for PNG, even if it was messy. Peter O'Neill is a PNG Highlands political icon, a symbol of grit and hustle in a country where politics is a blood sport. O'Neill's reign in a nutshell was bold, chaotic, and unapologetic. He didn't build a utopia, but he didn't let the place collapse either. He's the guy who'd rather burn the rule book than follow it, and in a land where unexpected is the norm, that's almost poetic. O'Neill's story is PNG's story. This dude wrestled a nation through crisis, danced with superpowers, and took more punches than a boxer on a bender, yet he's still standing, still swinging. Everyone's obsessed with righteous leaders, but O'Neill's the real deal. Raw, flawed, and in your face. PNG didn't need a saint. It needed a revolution, and he delivered. In present-day history, Peter O'Neill is the father of infrastructure in Papua New Guinea. This is the kind of chaos that makes history in such a diverse nation as Papua New Guinea, the land of the unexpected.
We all know what you're up to, Mr. Speaker. There's at least some time behind him warranty go, Mr. Speaker, and Prime Minister, you are the worst one. So, bayam desla contractor, bayam desla man. This is what the department secretaries are telling us. Why can't you allow them to do their job? You know what, you know, current invoice one round. Your job is to lead the country, make legislation, make laws. Treasurer and you are way. You know, behind him warrant one round local the department, Mr. Speaker. And that is not good governance. If you're preaching good governance, behave in the manner that is going to uphold that principles.